हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू हेरिटेज गेट आर्किटेक्चर एंड प्लानिंग। दिस इज आर्किटेक्ट रतन सिंह। और आज हमारा जो वीडियो है वो एसपीए में एडमिशन के रिगार्डिंग एक सेमिनार हमने कंडक्ट कराया था ऑनलाइन। तो ये जिनको भी एडमिशन लेना है एसपीए में तो उनको बहुत ही हेल्प हो जाएगी इस वीडियो से। इसमें बहुत सारे बच्चे के डाउट आए थे तो वो डाउट क्लियर किए गए हैं। और ये वीडियो आप देखिए और फिर भी यदि कोई डाउट है तो नीचे कंटेक्ट डिटेल दिया हुआ है तो वहाँ से आप अपना डाउट क्लियर कर सकते हैं। ओके। और यदि आप गेट प्रिपरेशन के लिए देख रहे हैं तो अनअकैडमी अभी 20% ऑफ दे रहा है 16 मार्च तक। तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा ऑफर है, आप जल्दी से जाइए और इस ऑफर को का लाभ अभी उठा सकते हैं। और HGA 10 कोड लगाना ना भूलें, हेरिटेज गेट आर्किटेक्चर 10। इससे आपको 10% एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट मिलेगा। ओके। एंड अनअकैडमी स्कॉलरशिप टेस्ट चल रहा है तो इसमें यदि आपको अच्छे मार्क्स आते हैं तो आपको अप टू 100% स्कॉलरशिप मिल जाएंगे। तो इस टेस्ट को देना भी आप जरूरी है। और 16 मार्च 2022 को बहुत सारे बैचेज आ रहे हैं अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट में। तो जैसे कि गेट 2024 के लिए एसेंट बैच आ रहा है सिविल का। और इवॉल्व बैच आ रहा है गेट 2023 के लिए CSIT का। और मैकेनिकल के लिए आ रहा है इवॉल्व बैच गेट 2023 के लिए 16 मार्च को ही आ रहा है। तो ये सारे बैच 16 मार्च को ही लॉन्च हो रहे हैं। और एक जनरल स्टडीज का बैच आ रहा है जो कि ESE प्रीलिम्स 2023 के लिए है और टारगेट बैच के नाम से है। तो इसमें आप HGA 10 कोड यूज करना ना भूलें, इससे आपको 10% एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट मिलेगा। तो चलते हैं अब हम अपने वीडियो की तरफ। ओके। हाय, गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन। गुड मॉर्निंग गुरुचरण।
Hi,
कैसे
good
हो?
morning, Ratan.
कैसे हो?
Yeah, good.
ओके। तो is
Is it
गुरुचरण
audible clearly?
Yes, 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 you are audible. You are. Yes. Uh, he is Gurucharan CHHABRA from SPAD, and now he will guide you. Gurucharan, over to you.
Yeah, is my screen visible? Everything clear?
You are visible. You have not
Okay.
shared your
Like we'll
screen.
start. Okay. Yeah. Audible now?
Yes, yes, yes,
Everyone.
audible.
Hi everyone, this is Gurucharan. I'm currently pursuing my master's in urban planning from SPAD. And last year I cleared my gate. We were batchmates, Ratan, me, Mritunjay, everyone. We are the products of Stonehenge, basically. And yeah, so it is going to be one-to-one interaction. Whatever doubts we have, together we will try to resolve it out. And maximum you can ask whatever that comes into your mind. I'll show you the how to present. I'll show you also how to write SOP and all these part. Yeah. So tell me, where are you stucking down? Kindly introduce also.
One by
Am I
one.
audible?
And anyone? Aditya?
Yes,
Aditya?
sir.
Yeah. So kindly introduce everyone. What are you doing? What's your background? Your years of experience? How much are you expecting in your gate ranks? So that I can have an idea about your profiles.
Anyone who
Can
want to
we have
interact
someone on
first?
the dashboard, please? Anyone?
Hello, sir. I am Sejal Modak. I'm from Bhopal.
It would be
And
great if you open the camera. Like, I don't think it's a troublesome for everyone.
sure, sir. So just a sec, please.
Total, how many are there, Ratan?
Total 15.
You are on mute.
Oh, sorry. Total 15.
50. Okay. Yeah, someone start. Just break the bar. Start.
So I might take a bit time to
Okay, okay,
get onto the camera, but
you just introduce yourself, Sejal, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
right.
right. Yeah, tell me.
So, so I'm Sejal Modak. I'm from Bhopal, and I have 2 years of experience. I have done my bachelor's from Bhopal and
Okay.
bachelor's in architecture. And talking about the GATE result, I won't. I am not sure. Like until unless the result is out, I cannot say anything about the
Okay.
result.
Answer my few
So
questions. Where have you worked?
yeah.
Like, what kind of profile you have?
So profile in terms of my work, the
Yeah,
field
yeah,
in the fields.
work experience.
Okay, so I have a bit of like 2 years of experience. I've graduated from in around 2020. Yeah, I graduated in 2020, and since then I've been working in Bhopal itself. And so in terms of areas, I've worked for the smart city projects and certain mostly the landscape projects also in some interior projects and few residentials. And now I am working on hospitals and uh, a, a bit of larger scale projects. I'm working under architects.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like when I have applied, briefing out my profile, what it speaks, I have done my internship in IIT Roorkee, working for this accessibility and barrier-free environment. Then I have worked with Sangat, Vastu Shilpa Consultants, Ahmedabad. Then moving ahead with my working profile, I worked with this again with Dr. Gaurav Raheja at IIT Roorkee for as a junior research assistant for 1 year. Then related to it, like I also have applied, like my profile also says, let me show you my things once. So even I worked with this, what do you say? I've applied to SBI fellowship program, youth fellowship program is there, so I got selected with that. So all these, why am I telling, is like each and everything whatever have you have achieved in your curriculums, like your 5 years journey to your thesis to everything, you need to present, like you need to sell your products, right? Over here you need to sell your what you say, why you are eligible from others. More than that, you need to show that you are the perfect candidate for the SPAD. Especially when it comes to out of 3 SPA, I got selected in SPA Vijayawada with rank 1. Like it was a non this one, I mean non out of it was a, I think, second seat which they offers. And then it was SPA Bhopal, I was in waiting list, but after that it got confirmed, even the waiting list. And then finally with the SPAD I was on general category rank 11, right?
Oh,
So
nice. Yeah.
what I why am I telling is not just to praise out, like rather just to loud it out. What my aspects to you is, like, since you guys are applying and many more are also going to apply. So, and if you are applying to urban planning, which is a subject which is most in demand, like in SPA Delhi or in any other of SPAs, because it offers not only to your government jobs. Is everyone comfortable with English या हिंदी भी चाहिए? Let's be interactive थोड़ा सा. Ria, are you there? Ashok, I can see these people. Parth,
Yes, sir. It's fine. It's fine in English.
fine, huh, Aditya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I mean, like, yeah. So coming back to the profiles, so maximum applications would be in SPA for this urban planning. This is one thing, and the seats are also maximum at the same time. But the point is, like, we have a category reservation. So if you are in a general category, then you need to pace your things very hard in this way. Another most important aspect for any of the SPA, that it doesn't only include your SPA this gate ranks. For example, my gate rank was very high, like very high. I remember, let's be very fair, I was around 1400. But that doesn't mean that my 1400 rank makes me I can't present my work, or I can't be eligible for this what do you say, SPA. right? So I mean, like, don't get disheartened with whatever ranks you get it, but what is more important to you is to present how you are going to present your things, how you are going to present your work, and how are you going to present your profile. Second most important and one of the finest thing one need to look in is statement of purpose, right? So while you write down your statement of purpose, it should be very, very crisp. This is one aspect. It should be not non-repetitive. The words which you are going to choose, it's not such a way that something you stating the same line in a different frames of words. No, you don't require the words. Your vocab should be very, very simple, yet very elegant and very unique in the way, right? Because that statement of purpose will decides you why you want to take this. What do you say? Why you want to choose this urban planning, why you want to become a planner, right? And switching from an architecture to planning background, the straightforward state of mind is why do you want to switch? This is one question that you need to write down in your SOP. Another most important aspect is like, where do you see yourself after this doing planning? I mean, what are your career goals related to it? And why only SPA Delhi is your target college? Why not any other SPA? Or what makes this SPA makes you unique out of it, right? uh, is these parts clear up to यहाँ तक सबको?
yes sir, एक doubt है SOP से
हाँ
related.
हाँ
So like my question is कि एकदम SOP should be completely personal, or it should have a bit of generic value also, मतलब
no,
you know.
let me
So
make you
my
read
sorry.
answering to your question. Let me make you read my SOP once. Okay, then I think it will work out for you. Is the screen visible, right?
Yes sir.
I had a doubt, like, do we really have to write SOPs differently for every college we are applying?
No, 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 no. It's not about the call. Yeah, you need to change like just have a read for once for this one, then we go with this. So can let me check, is this the final one? Let me check once, which is the final one. Is the screen visible to you?
No,
No,
not
it
now.
just went away. Just went away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be presenting this. Now is it visible?
Yes, yes, yes. It's
So need to show the like these are the documents. I'm showing you raw files currently. I didn't get time to present like prepare anything because we have a reviews continuous. And I at the same time I give you an alarm rate at this part that when once you choose like the guys options, people get options between IITs and SPA. Means if you want to get in really into research, मतलब core research, then IITs are good. Since I had both the experience, so I can compare. And even when I was with my seniors at IIT, so these are the words, these are the compressed summaries. So if you really want to get into core research, then you should pitch for IITs. But if you want to work in the companies, jobs kind of thing, and if you want to work on your current master's thing and take your master's further with your careers things, then you need to remain in touch with people like areas like SPA, because they makes you work on this more and more. You're more dependent, you need to be work very very hard. These are the kind of thing, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So what it says, from the inspiration of the Jane Jacobs and the Lewis Mumford, to know the problems of a city, one must truly experience and interact within it. This takeaway from me, my personal experiences with my Mr. V.V. Doshi, who has opened my mindset to the challenges and complexities of the urban system. Reflecting to his sayings, if you want to experience city with different perspective, just walk. And these notions has opened my mind with a wide spectrum towards the urban fabric, spaces, and its planning. Experiencing and articulating the resilient patterns of urban life, culturally vibrant, timeless beauty of Indian cities, where every nook and cranny of and every avenue speaks of a significant architecture style. This spirit captures me and enthralls me as an observer and made me more curious towards the challenges and ability to solve the interdisciplinary and interscalar approach in the multicultural environment, like the concept of the tactile urbanism, bicycle friendly placemaking, and the sponge city, thus creating a positive impact within a with a humanitarian approach. It has always been alluded to me, being an architect, the difficulties in convincing designs and clients that in comparison to the city, with multiple reasons of various polarizations and demands, which impact the overall fabric of the city, which is completely unimaginable. This thirst for understanding these problems and how to solve them through policies, development plans, and guidance have guided me to choose SPA Delhi, which will help me to learn and grow to be a social planner for the urban problems. Being a part of this esteemed institution, where at this paragraph, I give dedications to this institute. Being a part of this esteemed institutions, interdisciplinary urban practitioners, innovators, scholars, bestowed with the right knowledge, skills, perspectives to take the problems of the 21st century urbanism where cutting edge practice will broaden up my spectrum of problem solving ability. Thus, chasing my dreams of creating an equitable, more humane, social relevant, more natural and sustainable spaces that nurture the human spirit. Is it audible completely? You understood each and every word?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, it is quite clear.
Right. So, I mean, uh, it should be very crisp. It should be very, very small. You should not, this statement of purpose should not reflect on your achievements because you are going to present your CV, right? So you already are going to present your CV. So one need not to present and showcase and write down the achievements in the statement of purpose. Rather, your focus should be why you want to do the particular subject, why you want to be a part of this institution, and what are your approaches towards the city, and why, I mean, what can you give to the cities, what can you give to our country, or even the global abroad or global aspects, what you can contribute as a planner, right? How can you make a difference to the cities and the societies? Is this clear? Naveen, yeah, kindly be interactive, उतना ही फायदा होगा तुम लोग को. Let's keep
Yes,
very
sir.
very short.
Hello, sir. This is Divya.
Yeah, Divya, tell me.
This is Divya from Bikaner. First, I'll let you know about myself a little bit. I hail from Bikaner, Rajasthan. I graduated in 2018 from Baroda,
Okay.
and then I did my 1 year job at Nagpur with Smith and Habib Khan Architects. Then, due to pandemic, I left and came back to my hometown, and since then I'm working here only.
Okay.
It has been 2 years, and I'm working in Bikaner now. So I wanted to do my master's earlier, but because of pandemic, I refused to do it online. I preferred doing it offline, and so
Understood.
it kept delayed, and now is the time I think I should give it a try. Otherwise, it'll be too late. Then
मैं ये पूछना चाह रही थी कि हाउ डिड यू डिसाइड कि आपको तीनों कॉलेज में एडमिशन मिल रहा था, हाउ डिड यू डिसाइड कि एसपी दिल्ली में ही आपको जाना है?
Acha, very easy. Like answering to this question, one of the major aspect is like Delhi, Vijayawada, and this Bhopal. One is the first priority for me is location. I mean, I take you my personal objectives. First is location. Second is like core centrality of the college. I mean, Bhopal was outside outskirts of the city. Everybody knows Bhopal campus.
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't need a campus experience. I need other experiences too in my life at my master's level. Third major aspect is alumni base. Alma mater of SP Delhi is way far is like more vital and has a broader spectrum as compared to Bhopal and Vijayawada, because these are the campuses which has been formed in 2010 and near like 15-16 years hardly. Some even these are completely new, and even then comes to the placements and all. So I mean, Delhi gives you more wider in these uh, I mean, opportunities as comparative to Bhopal. And even I had a word with my seniors while choosing this. Then I had a word with the core committee, placement committee of this Bhopal and Vijayawada. So these both committees suggested me to take Delhi. So it was, I mean, but obvious to choose Delhi as a campus.
Okay, sir. I want to tell you my preference कि अभी I'm still juggling between courses and colleges कि क्या करना है.
ठीक
But
है.
like अगर मेरा गेट क्लियर होता है तो I wanted to do sustainable architecture from NIT हमीरपुर. But I guess मेरे chances कम है गेट क्लियर होने के, तो I wanted to go for urban design. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि अर्बन डिजाइन मतलब हर एक लाइक एसपी विजयवाड़ा है, भोपाल है, दिल्ली है, इन सब में मुझे कोर्सेज पे डिपेंड करना चाहिए कि इस कॉलेज का ये कोर्स बेटर है और आई शुड गो, मतलब मुझे जगह को प्रेफरेंस देनी चाहिए या मुझे मेरे कोर्स को प्रेफरेंस देनी
नहीं
चाहिए?
कोर्स
आपके हिसाब से अर्बन
कोर्स
डिजाइन तीनों में से कहाँ का अच्छा है?
मतलब we have like design. When it comes to design, I personally believe like, I mean, it's more or less it depends on you again. Design is totally like I mean, Bhopal urban design best is when I come break it down, it's सेप्ट. मतलब अगर मैं क्वालिटी देखूं, सेप्ट we have a very good this urban design. And if I compare it with my 3 SPA, then Delhi is also again oldest, but urban design mein I also applied in 2020. I didn't get it.
Okay.
I have applied first. My choice was urban design only in my 2020, but 20 I didn't get it, and I believe that was a good choice of mine. I mean, that was a good choice. मतलब कि it was fine कि I didn't get it because I know. Uh, I mean, it's a very straightforward suggestion. While you choose any course, make sure you understand its need also. I mean, you understand the alumni, you understand job securities, you understand a requirement India mein. I mean, sorry to ask this question, but how you think how many places of our country are designed by urban designers? You think like we have a scope of this particular subject? Don't do something that makes you again questionable after just like your BR degree. Then what to do now? I mean, this is my current task. Like these are very since you are all are going also like us also goes same pipeline, like Ratan, me, and everyone goes on the same pipeline. Everybody goes into same tunnel. So we had similar doubts in our mind. So best is to study more and more. Study as in like try to compare brochures of individual colleges. Like I completely took brochure of SPA Delhi, Bhopal, Vijayawada, then to SEPT, then understood the recruiters, understood like these are the recruiters companies. Then I found out whether these recruiter companies are really happening. Like I mean, it's not just of name or sake. They're presenting, they're keeping in on the पैनल डैशबोर्ड पे कि दीज आर कंपनी डेलॉयट केम ये सब आए, बट ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है कि आ भी रहे हैं नहीं आ रहे. सो माई be very I mean at this level you are not a UG level students, right? You are going to choose something for your career oriented goals in your life. So and at this age I think everybody is mature enough to choose the right path for him or her, right? So I can't comment on this part whether which college has good urban design, because the design is, when you talk design means your abilities, not the college abilities. right? So I mean similar to in architecture also, like JJ student, like JJ में भी ऐसा भी कोई बच्चा होगा जो नीचे भी होगा, and even your college ऐसा कोई बच्चा होगा जो exceptional भी होगा design में. So design is always us,
Okay.
right?
Okay, sir. And I wanted to ask ki, at stage it happens ki when we are comparing syllabus of every colleges, but हम अभी 3 साल से काम कर रही हैं, मुझे ये भी समझ आता है are studying in college and what you are out of the college is not the
There is
same.
there is a voice break cut. Can you repeat? Just excuse me one second. अभी मेरी मीटिंग चल रही है, मेरी मीटिंग चल रही है. Yeah, can you come again for this?
So I was telling कि आर्किटेक्ट काम करके ये समझ आता है कि what you are working in college or what you are studying in college and what you are working after college
It's
is
way
different.
different. Way
तो
different.
when I read सबका सिलेबस अगर मैं कंपेयर करती हूँ तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कॉलेज के बाद मेरा जो स्कोप है, जो मेरा ऑन फील्ड जॉब होगा या मेरा ऑन डेस्क जॉब होगा, वो क्या होगा. तो जॉब कर ऑन फील्ड क्या काम है. अब मुझे लगता है कि अगर मैं अर्बन डिजाइन कर भी लूँ, मैं एकदम श्योर हूँ कि मुझे यही करना है, उसके बाद भी मैं कंफ्यूज नहीं हो जाऊँ कि मुझे मतलब ऑन जॉब अब क्या करना है या ऑन फील्ड अब क्या.
नहीं ऐसा तो नहीं होता. लाइक व्हाट हैपेंस इज लाइक आई टेल यू, मतलब ऐसा होता है कि देखो आप अपने चलो लेट्स रिवाइव योर 5 years बैक, जब आपने आर्किटेक्चर चूज किया था, वर यू नोइंग दीज मेनी ऑप्शंस? टेल मी. नहीं ना, मतलब वी वर आल्सो कंप्लीटली ब्लैंक. वी केम टू अ सिचुएशन जहां पे हमें बस टर्म पता था आर्किटेक्चर, वी नेवर नो कि इतना सब कुछ होता है. सो इट विल बी वेरी कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग कि किसी भी प्रोफेशन करने के बाद खाली हो जाएगा. नहीं, इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. देयर आर मल्टीपल ऑप्शन. जब आप कनेक्ट हो गए अपने लिंक से कनेक्ट, फॉर एग्जांपल यू डू अर्बन डिजाइन इन एसपी दिल्ली, राइट? तो जब आप एसपी दिल्ली आओगे, प्रोफेसर्स मिलेंगे आपको, यू गेट कनेक्टेड टू द एलुमनाई बेस, यू कनेक्ट टू योर इमीडिएट batchmates, then you also connect to your juniors, you connect to a place, you connect to companies, right? So you get ऑप्शंस में ऑप्शंस निकलते जाते हैं. इफ आई टेल यू कि अभी क्रक्स, मतलब आई मीन आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड योर एंजाइटीज एंड ऑल दीज पार्ट, बट आई मीन दोज एंजाइटीज कांट बी आंसर्ड at this moment because unless and until you won't but what one smart student can do it, he can understand उस पैनल में कि इतना प्रोग्रेस रेट चल रहा है इतने स्पैन ऑफ इयर्स में, इतने बच्चों को मिल रहा है. आई कैन कनेक्ट टू दोज पीपल पहले ही लिंक्डइन पे या कोई आई मीन उस डैशबोर्ड पे, so that I get a bit idea how it is working. You understood? Rather instead like closely you cannot get any answer, but what you can get is like what could be my ultimate future or what are they doing after similar, right?
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. This is like
Yeah.
I mean, hope it answers you. And still, if you want me to connect you with some of the urban designer, I can do that for you.
Okay, sir. Thank
I
you.
can do that.
So I have a question.
Yeah, yeah.
So I won't call it juggling, but so my field of interest is particularly landscaping.
Okay.
But then talking about the opportunities, yeah, 100%. It's more in planning, but like I'm sure that I won't enjoy the planning aspect. Okay, so I was never good at planning, and it never excited me, but landscape did. And so, what should I consider with? Like, should I uh, follow, like, if landscape attracts me, if landscape excites me, then I should follow landscape, and then I'll find out the opportunities. Or I know that planning has many good opportunities in private as well as in government institutions as well, uh, in terms of career. So I should go with planning or landscape. So I'm a bit confused between the two.
Sorry being brutal for this answer. I mean,
No
I
issues,
would
sir.
not suggest straightforward. Be a very, very paisa oriented. I mean, you are
Huh,
at this particular
definitely,
point where you need money. Like I'm
definitely.
very straightforward in this part. So I mean, like think not just like passion. Like your passion is one thing, but I mean, you really want to understand that how much this passion can give you ROI. You need to understand. Let's work out on figures. Let's work out how much you
Hmm.
have invested in your 5 years, how much you are going to invest in your 2 years. That 7 साल पढ़ने के बाद is this landscape architecture can give you feedback इस country में. That need to understand.
Yeah.
I am not orienting you. I am not driving you towards planning. Sorry, and I am no one to do that. And trust me, ऐसा
Hmm.
इतना अगर सब लोग प्लानिंग में आ जाएंगे तो वो हो जाएगा, what you repercussions हो जाएंगे, and people will, I mean, planners भी ये भी कहाँ लिखा है कि सब planners को job मिलता है, तो ऐसा नहीं है. This is one thing to you, answering to your question. Second, what you have stated, like I have more inclination and interest towards landscape, which is good. India has a good landscape architecture firms also in our country, and people are really doing well good works. If I remember, there is Kamal Nath something interiors karke in Ahmedabad who is doing very good work in landscape architecture. So there are multiple aspects when you do a landscape architecture. So I mean, you have some of the government companies as well, and you have a better option to open your own firm since you are a planner plus and I mean, you are an architect plus a landscape architect can merge, make you stand somewhere. You can open and you can start consulting out landscape architecture consultant. You can become to various companies, right? So I mean, answering what I have suggested to Divya, so same to you as well. Please make sure before you apply, because SPA Delhi don't won't allow you to apply to multiple. अदर एसपीए डज. अदर एसपीए में आप पैसा ज्यादा दोगे, दो फॉर्म का पैसा दोगे, यू कैन अप्लाई टू टू or more, I mean, what you say, subjects. But Delhi, only one student can apply to one only, right? So
Hmm.
did you say something? Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, so be very clear which profession you want to apply. So I mean, it's fine. I totally agree with what you said, and it could be good also. And it's of no use that if you have interest and if you're inclined towards even your thesis. And please don't take your things says like this. I have a passion. Now your 5 year journey and your work should speak those passions about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a landscape project and if you have everything towards landscape, then I think you can't apply to transportation planning. You understood over here?
I understand, sir.
Yeah. So what your portfolio right now? Nobody knows who is Sejal. Only a picture I can see right now. For example, I am the recruiter. I am taking those portfolios right over in hand to me. Your statement of purpose says something to your related to some very specific to the landscape, for example, and your project doesn't speaks about it. So contradictory to hona hi nahi chahiye,
Hmm.
right? So whichever profession you want to choose, you can choose, but the point is you need to present in equitable manner.
Uh, या सर, सर आपने जो पैसे वाली बात बोली, मैंने बस उसको थोड़ा सा डिसेंट वे में बोल दिया आपने एकदम. सो मेरा कहने का मतलब वही था कि नो प्लानिंग में गवर्नमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज मुझे ज्यादा लगती है. नॉट जस्ट इन
उतना
टर्म्स ऑफ
उतना
गवर्नमेंट
कंपटीशन भी है सिजल,
बट
लाइक इट्स नॉट. अब क्या है कि हर प्लानिंग मतलब हर गवर्नमेंट अपना एग्जाम्स कंडक्ट कराती है. यू नीड टू अगेन जस्ट एक प्लानिंग डिग्री आपको एलिजिबल देती है पर गारंटी नहीं देती अगेन, राइट? इट्स
यस सर.
इट डजंट मेक्स यू दैट वो गारंटी कर देगा आपको कि आपका जॉब लगेगा, बट आपको पहले उससे पहले आपको पेपर देना होगा. यू अंडरस्टूड?
अंडरस्टैंड. तो सर वही मतलब मैं अगर प्लानिंग इन लाइक अगर प्लानिंग मेरे रास्ते में आ भी जाता है, सो आई नो दैट आई एम नॉट गोना एंजॉय प्लानिंग, but if it's about landscape, I am enjoying it. Like I will
My,
enjoy it,
let's forget enjoy
but
and not enjoy. My question
yeah,
to you straightforward is: have you done any work in landscape architecture? What was your
yes, sir.
thesis project?
So when I said that I was working for smart city projects,
Uh-huh.
so my I chose to work particularly for landscape part. So not 100% landscape, like the core landscape, but then yeah, I can present a portfolio where it can be like more inclined towards landscape aspects.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's keep your question to this part hold. Like you can present in the last of the part, and we'll take 2-3 portfolios also, where we can give you clear ideas what to do, what not to present.
Sure,
And
sure.
regarding to the portfolios, never present multiple projects. Like keep very short, and because we have also we need to present 2 projects. One is thesis, another is, and they have already given, I think, number of pages and everything. They restrict out you, right? So I mean, size also, even they give notifications kitna size rakhna hai. So keep everything according to them, and keep very brief. Like it just speaks your quality, it just speaks your I mean, process is very important. How you take up the project, how have you landed up to, because आप ऐसे सोचो, engineer, this planning में engineers भी आते हैं, geographers भी आते हैं. हम architects के बाद तो अपने project होता है, इनके पास तो portfolio कोई होता ही नहीं है. Still they get selected for the same course. So one need to understand, like planners, geographers, B plan वाले भी बच्चे आ रहे हैं, economics वाला भी आता है. Planning में मैं बात करूँ तो. So when it comes to design, urban design में, because urban design हो गया, landscape हो गया, conservation हो गया. For example, a student want to apply to conservation, और उसके पास conservation की projects नहीं है, तो अगर portfolio उसका generalize हो गया, तो again he is not eligible for it. So your projects must really speak boldly about your profiles, right? Any other questions? Then I'll get back to Sejal once again.
I wanted to ask कि other than SOP, what are SP colleges और क्या देखते हैं आपको select करने के लिए? Like अभी मेरे पास 5 साल का जो portfolio है वो है, ये जो experience होगा मेरे पास 3 साल का वो urban के लिए नहीं है. अभी मैं residential पे ज़्यादा काम कर रही हूँ, but अगर डिजाइन में काम करना तो मेरे पास अर्बन डिजाइन जो मैंने कॉलेज में किया है वो है, और एक प्रोजेक्ट है अर्बन डिजाइन पे जो मैंने अभी ऑफिस में किया है. तो एसओपी होगा, ये पोर्टफोलियो होगा, और मेरा एकेडमिक पोर्टफोलियो होगा. तो व्हाट एल्स दे आर सीइंग इन यू?
I take you my journey then back. I think that will help you. Just let me know where you can't see the screen, and let me know where my voice also get disconnected. Right. So, I mean, let's talk about work experience first. So these are the forms. So this was the thesis project which was selected for NYASA. Okay, and is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
So it was based on the Thatera community. It was a community-based project, and it was again an urban level where I'm just briefing out. These are the people who are belonging to this UNESCO intangible craft of the nation, and they are recognized by the 2014 by UNESCO. So I got hitched with these people. I mean, SRCC, Shri Ram College of Commerce, and we had worked together for 2 years on these people. And then I proposed a government project for this, what do you say, Thatera community. So this was based on like a old craft village for the people aging more than like, what do you say, 70 years. And there were challenges like these people, because of continuous beating with hammer, they can't hear, like they're completely deaf. Their social life was completely. So I mean, I'm just showing you the presentation, and I'm sorry to say this, but this is not the perfect one. Everybody has a way of presenting, right? But I mean, it's not about you never know सामने वाला किस basis पे आपको ले रहा है, and Delhi SPAs never clear that, right? So but your whatever you are presenting, आप अपना presentation अपनी side से सही रखो, और अपना जो आपका theme है, process, again I am stating out, it's not about visuals, it's about process. कभी भी graphics नहीं important होंगे कि आपने बहुत अच्छा present कर दिया, unless and until you are not I mean, these were the houses. So it was a pura neighborhood community which was developed for 45 Theteras. How I have introduced like knock and cranny, which from there I took this my statement of purpose, right? I'm talking about knock and cranny. This was somewhere presented in my projects too, where my housing and all this part. So because housing is an aspect in urban planning also. So we have 11-12 aspects that come in the urban planning. So in this way it get related up, right? So we have conservation somewhere. Then this was the dhaba created. I'm giving you very brief, and this was the appreciation which was by Enactus SRCC. So this is one aspect. ठीक है? यहाँ पे किसी को doubt?
No sir.
ठीक है. So yeah. So I straightly for ask you people कि एक तो अपना काम जितना don't compare, like पहली बात तो ये भूल जाओ उसका पोर्टफोलियो अच्छा है, उसका ऐसा है, इसमें इसने ये ज्यादा डाला है, उसने ऐसा कर कुछ किया. It's you and it's your journey, and your journey can't be compared to any other's journey, right? Maybe आपका आपने जो 5 साल एक्सपीरियंस किया उसने कुछ और एक्सपीरियंस किया, आपका कॉलेज कुछ और सिखा के गया, and this other one person has a completely different taste. And people from Sikkim, Manipal, people coming from South India, people coming from eastern part of the country, northern part of the country, completely have a different architecture style. So your portfolios can't be compared. This is one major aspect. Another is like again and again I'm telling you this, but keep very brief. Keep only 4 to 5 projects max to max. I think Divya has asked this. Ki I have only few projects of urban design. Completely fine. You need to present only those few. Plus, you can also show other projects also, which are really good of yours. So when it comes to your urban design, it doesn't mean only urban design. It has a correlation with the other aspects also, because a space is always combined as a together. A space is a lens, right? And space cannot be defined as like you can only talk about housing as an entity, individual entity. Everything is merged up, right? So one need to understand in this way that you need to present in such a manner like everything looks, it showcases your personality, it showcases like who Divya is, who is Sejal is, like this needs to come up through your portfolio's journeys. And that evolution should witness, one should witness that evolution. ऐसे नहीं कि perfect 5 प्रोजेक्ट डाल दिए, कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स को आपको नीचे भी रखना होगा, कुछ को एक को ऊपर भी रखना होगा, similar to how you does to your jobs part also, right? Any other questions?
Hello sir. Good morning Ratan sir.
Thank you sir for asking question. मुझे तो लगा लड़कों को इंटरेस्ट नहीं आ रहा.
Sir, I have one question sir. Like now I am in a 5th year sir. So I am working on my thesis. So can you please suggest like how the research paper can help us? If
you mean dissertation, Sahil?
yeah sir, dissertation.
So your dissertation come again. Your dissertation can help in your admission process. This is your question.
Yes sir. How it can help? Like now I don't have my thesis project sir.
Acha, still you are applying to SPAD.
Yes sir.
Okay, and but you have 4-year journey, right, Sahil?
Yes sir.
Plus your half-year journey for this dissertation. So what your dissertation, when you talk about dissertation, don't take it as lightly. Jitna thesis important hai utna hi dissertation, because dissertation again it's an art of writing, right? And when it comes to art of writing, planning is always about writings. Planning में आते सारी कोई SketchUp, कोई AutoCAD कुछ use नहीं होगा. It always talk about new softwares and it always talk about specially. वहाँ पे इतना स्केल होता है, स्केल becomes very different. अच्छा, one of the major aspect आपको ये भी समझना है कि स्केल बहुत बदल जाएगा. Architecture you talk about micro, you talk about building, you talk about clusters, neighborhood, you talk about max to max a society, you talk about a marketplace, relation between the fabric of the people and the urban context, right? Thoda bahut. But when it comes to urban planning, you talk about cities, you talk about urban agglomerations, you talk about clusters of magnetic effects of the core cities to the satellite towns, right? So you need to understand आपने scale बहुत बड़ा कर दिया. You get that? ठीक है? So answering to Sahil what you have asked me, that no need to worry, like whatever you have found out, find out like in your dissertation, you can go with that, make it brief, like छोटा कर दो उसे और present in such a way, कुछ visuals add करके कि आप उसे अपने brief, अपना dissertation कैसे, क्या hypothesis है आपका, मतलब what you want to achieve and how that's hypothesis और अपना methodology. They are really interested in your research part, your methodology. How are you going to approach towards your dissertation? मतलब अगर आपने वो methodology भी दे दिया, maybe that could be only one factor, single factor आप SPA में हो. कोई कुछ नहीं देखेगा वो methodology, क्योंकि I understand the faculties aspects अब, क्योंकि 2 सेमेस्टर बिताने के बाद कुछ नहीं देखेगा, only अगर आप वो methodology भी लिख दिया ना सही से, trust me, that could be factor of your sitting in next to me. You can become our junior, right? So don't think like nothing. Again and again I'm saying no project is less, no project is big. Maybe to your eyes it can be a bad project, to our eyes it could be a very good project.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Your objective should highlight in that part. Okay, any further question?
Hello, sir.
Kindly be
Hello, sir. I
louder.
am Oishi.
Yeah, Oish, we are
Sir,
fine.
I am Oishi. Actually, I have interest in industrial design or UI UX design.
Industrial
So
designer.
I came to know
Second.
uh, UI UX like product design,
Okay, okay, nice choice,
MDES.
Oish, nice choice. Placement पक्की है.
Uh, I came to know about in the later half of the year. So I was not very sure how will be the rank and exam, how will the exam go, and it did not went well. GATE, I have less hope about like getting through GATE in IIT Kanpur or
Have you given
IIM.
seed, Oishri?
So
Seed दिया आपने?
yes, I have given seed. Yes.
कितना आया?
सर रैंक तो बहुत पीछे है, मतलब 1000 समथिंग एंड स्कोर इज 25.
हाँ यार, तो वो रैंक ही हो
बट
गया ना
डी में
पीछे.
अच्छा
तो
नहीं आया.
like I mean I think this question even Ratan would agree to it. Sorry to say, but IITs are clearly like notion based people. Like they would like to accept only your ranks. Like they don't want to understand who you are. They really would be happy if you are a top scorer. Top scorer, I mean, if you want to crack any of the IITs, you need to be within hundreds. I mean, फर्क ही नहीं
Yes,
पड़ता
sir.
यार. हमने
Yes,
ऐसे
I came to
यूनिवर्सिटी,
know about that.
like we have seen like people of rank all India rank 67 getting nothing. Ask him in this person. Like we have seen our batch people getting 67 rank पे कुछ नहीं मिला. और मिला तो वो भी ऐसा, मतलब people used to get it like not the core courses, rather to the optional courses.
Okay.
Right. So I am not what do you say? I'm not demotivating you towards it. It's fine. Like अभी बहुत time है. Like Oishri, अगर आप designing में जाना चाहते हो तो I mean gate and seed ranks are important. I don't want to give you false hopes because alone खाली portfolio I don't think it work out. Calls तो तभी आएंगी जब अच्छा score होगा. Right. Still you can apply.
Yes. सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि if I apply this year, I prepare for seed for a year. That is one option which I'm keeping and aside. And with that, if I apply in SPA Delhi, so I want to know what are the chances that there is a placement in SPA Delhi for industrial design.
Very good
So
placements. SPA Delhi good placements के मैं नाम बता देता हूँ. Transportation planning, industrial design, building engineering management, somewhere to our urban planning also, then to your housing, then to your regional planning, then to your environmental planning. ये सब like ये सब बाकी सब में क्या है, you need to pitch your works. I mean आपको off site off campus placement, but in campus placement तो industrial का बहुत अच्छा है. I think BM has 100% placement, building engineering management, and then we have this even transportation people are really good, but transportation tabhi choose karna if you are ready for the technicalities. It's a completely a technical based course, and professors are really hard to, I mean they kill you for it totally. It's really hard.
so another thing which I wanted to ask is like since in architecture, in planning and in other parts, we have to have a very portfolio along with that experience. So
Right.
I graduated in 2021, and I don't have experience in industrial design. So will that be a negative like
No
drawback
negative.
for
People are
SPA?
there. People are there who are completely fresh faces. So it's completely fine. Like we can go with the fresh faces. No issues with that.
And what I heard from seniors is SPA Bhopal is not good and the faculty is not as good as SPA Delhi. Like they said, your preference should be IIT first. And then if you are choosing also, then you should go for SPA Delhi, not Bhopal. So I am not like saying that it's very bad. I am just verifying is it true that SPAD is far better in like if I am saying industrial design, then it must be somewhere in my mind that I want to get placed in the first place. So SPA Bhopal is not good at placement and all.
How to compare? I tell you, like I think this is a question to many people. How to compare within 3 SPA? पहले तो आप अपने कोर्स का ईयर देखो, आपके तीनों साल तीनों डिपार्टमेंट में कब कब आया है वो, ठीक है, कितने बैचेस पास आउट हुए, देन उनके आपके हर ईयर के वो बनते हैं, व्हाट यू से, प्लेसमेंट ब्रोशर्स बनते हैं, प्लेसमेंट ब्रोशर्स को चेक करो, यू कीप ऑन चेकिंग योर कंपनीज, दिस इज वन एस्पेक्ट कि किस किस कंपनी में रिक्रूटिंग्स होती हैं, देन यू कनेक्ट टू योर एलुमनाइज, very very important, you connect to individual, वहां पे numbers भी दिए हैं, how I proceeded, I tell you the process, कि मैंने डायरेक्ट कॉल किया and I literally asked it, and ये questions कब valid होते हैं हिस्ट्री, if you get options, trust me, like people are there जिन्हें options भी नहीं मिलते, and people are there जब आपको option, अगर आपको options मिलता है तो definitely I think जब आप मेरे साथ next time अगर हम बैठेंगे इस चीज पे, and if you get between Delhi and भोपाल, मुझे पता है आपका आंसर क्या होगा. Would you agree to it or not?
Yes, yes, totally.
So I mean, no college is bad, no college is good. College is it is always you who is going to, I mean, you as an individual, right? People in IIT Roorkee, I remember doing M-Plan, Masters in Urban Planning, और कितने rank पे मिलता है, 25 rank पे, like 25, 30 all India rank I'm talking about. They people are never happy. These seniors were, I had really a good in terms with these people, and they were never happy. And I've seen them, no, I mean, amount of work which they were producing and amount of work which SPA is producing every semester is a big difference. I mean, we have a reviews on every Monday, and they have a reviews on every twice a month, like 2 mahine mein ek bar kind of thing. So one need to understand, like every school has a different way of approaching. But इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि IIT बेकार हो गया. Nobody is going to agree on this, right? तो आपको देखना है कि आपको किस तरीके के environment में what makes you fit into it, right? आपको किस environment में suit करता है. This is one thing. Placement obviously जितना पुराना कॉलेज होगा उतना अच्छा प्लेसमेंट होगा, ये पूरा श्योर है. वो इसलिए क्योंकि एलुमनाई बेस बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा, और अगर आपका इन कैंपस प्लेसमेंट नहीं हुआ तो आप ऑफ कैंपस अपने लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल से या अपने नाम से भी आप कहीं ना कहीं अप्रोच कर सकते हो, राइट?
So, one last thing, अगर मैं इस साल भी नहीं ज्वाइन की, मतलब नहीं ली, I prepare for seat 1 more year and the exam. तो next year भी ये valid रहेगा कि मेरे पास experience नहीं है industrial design में, and
I strongly prefer that you join somewhere, you do some at least bit work, ताकि आपको industry experience भी होना बहुत जरूरी है. And ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता कि आप खाली बैठ के प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हो. And I don't think these papers, especially ये मेडिकल पेपर नहीं है जिसमें आपको बहुत ज्यादा टेंशन चाहिए. ये even people are there जो गेट में 5 दिन पहले पढ़ते हैं, still they gives a very good ranks. तो I mean it's a completely a knowledge base और अपना IQ level चलता है. And अब जिस तरीके की गेट के एग्जाम्स आ रहे हैं, like this year also, it's completely new. Every year they're giving completely a new pattern. Even nobody can even imagine, like आप imagine भी नहीं कर सकते कि कैसे questions होंगे, क्या level होगा. कुछ part easy भी हो सकता है, कुछ hard भी हो सकता है. So I don't think sitting idly and giving attention to one part, rather divide it and make use of it. अगर वो नहीं हुआ तो अगर at least मैं इस experience को use करके मैं कहीं pitch कर सकती हूँ. I mean, this is my personal opinion.
Hello. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Guys, be quick, be fast. थोड़ा जल्दी करके. I need to.
I'm Muskan. I've done my graduation in 2021. Currently, I'm working in firm in Gujarat. I'll be applying for Masters in Building Engineering Management in SPA Delhi.
Okay.
So, like, I have connected with some of the alumni and current students from SPA Delhi on LinkedIn also.
Okay.
They told me it's a good placement and management field is good right now.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. Not good, it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I really wish I could have applied over that. Why have I applied to urban planning?
Because in urban planning and urban design, if you go for a government job, there will be a reservation criteria कि जितना मैं मेहनत वहाँ करूँ उतना मैं यहाँ करूँ तो it will be more good.
Your question is, can you come straight forward to your question, Muskan?
I have done my one portfolio will be of thesis, and 1 year I have done 1 year my will be experience. So how should I enhance my portfolio? Because in my experience I have done a vast job like making contracts, site visits, and all of this. So how should I portray it?
Sorry, there is, I think, a break. Somebody can repeat her question. Divya, can you do that?
Sure, I guess उनके mic में या तो कुछ problem है. She can write in chat, so it will be.
Muskan, can you write down your question? It's really like I missed few points, so I don't want to give you half answer of it. Just kindly write down. Yeah. Meanwhile, anybody else would like to give?
Sir, I wanted to ask, you are still in SP or you have graduated?
Which year I have graduated.
So now you are working under someone?
You asked me like which year I graduated. I graduated in 2020.
Okay, so now you're working under like you have a job or you are working somewhere?
No, I am pursuing my masters now.
Oh, okay, you are still pursuing. Okay.
I'm pursuing. It's my initial year, like first year.
Okay.
हेलो गुरुचरण, एक कमेंट बॉक्स में पहले से है क्वेरी एक है, कोई सरोजनी है कोई उसकी क्वेरी एक बार पढ़ लो उसका आंसर.
I'm planning to apply an SPAD urban design. My expecting marks from GATE is average. Say if I clear minimum mark, can I apply direct admission? I have SP Delhi doesn't have this direct admission wala thing. It is like they will ask you whether have you cleared your GATE or non-GATE. So if you are non-GATE qualified student, then you need to apply. Give a right to know. Then the GATE is something that gives you 12,400. Let's keep it very very short for you. 12,400 मिलता है पर महीने का जो आपका जेब खर्चा है. अगर आप GATE qualified हो तो 12,400 के लिए आप eligible हो. नहीं qualified हो तो आपको वो पैसा नहीं मिलेगा. एसपी दिल्ली में गेट बहुत लास्ट का ऑप्शन है, बट ये ऐसा कहते हैं, एवरीबडी यूज्ड टू बिलीव दिस, बट ऐसा नहीं है. गेट कहीं ना कहीं इंपॉर्टेंट है एडमिशन में, because they used to get applications more than 500 600 1000 even sometimes. So ऐसा तो बहुत like select करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है उसके इसमें, you understand. So I have a work experience of 1 year in Amravati Development Authorities under cities. Okay, I have 6 months experience in teaching. Please guide me. Okay, I am me. Hey Sarojini. So I mean, like your experience is fair enough, and I think you should apply. So without any fear about it. Hona nahi hona again is your totally on your kind of project you are going to apply. I mean, showcase to them. Because they have like ऐसे समझो they have a percentage. इतने बच्चों को हम नॉन गेट को ले लेंगे, इतना परसेंटेज गेट वाला बच्चा ले लेंगे, और when it comes to industrial design they took like सीट के बेसिस पे हमें इतना लेना है, गेट के बेसिस पे इतना लेना है, एंड थर्ड हमारा जो भी ऑप्शन है like non gate applicants, right? Hope it answers, Sarojini.
So put my question in the chat box.
Yeah. How should I portray the work I have done in my experience, as I have done vast work here, as such as making contracts, site visits, and all executing work. Okay. So it will be adding academic work. So I'll be adding academic work also, but which is more important. अच्छा, you need to take a balance, मुस्कान. While you present, आपका portfolio खाली ये नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब I mean it should not showcase only your वर्क एक्सपीरियंस प्रोजेक्ट्स. उस केस में क्या होता है, बिकॉज उन्हें भी पता है ये वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, जब आप एकेडमिक प्रोजेक्ट करते हो वो इंडिविजुअल प्रोजेक्ट है, तो उसमें आपकी मेहनत दिखती है. जब आप साइड प्रोजेक्ट्स करते हो तो वो आपकी खाली मेहनत नहीं कंसिडर हो सकती. इट्स ऑलवेज अ ग्रुप एक्टिविटी, यू अंडरस्टैंड. सो यू नीड टू कीप अ बैलेंस बिटवीन योर ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट्स एंड योर इंडिविजुअल प्रोजेक्ट्स. आपका इंडिविजुअल प्रोजेक्ट्स आपको ज्यादा आपकी पर्सनैलिटी को हाईलाइट करेगा rather than do your you say group projects, right? आप डालो, it's fine, you keep your work projects also, but make a balance. Like equity मत बढ़ाना, equity बढ़ाना makes no sense. Like you can't equate give 45% वहाँ पे 55 वहाँ पे, ऐसा नहीं. You keep a balance 50-50 वाला.
Okay.
Right? Any more questions? पूछ लो यार, बहुत अच्छा चांस है।
सर एक्चुअली फ्रीलांसर जो है मतलब अभी जस्ट ग्रेजुएटेड इन 2021 बट
ओके
आई एम अ फ्रीलांसिंग आर्किटेक्ट सो
ओके
उसमें वर्क एक्सपीरियंस का क्या होता है आई एम नॉट क्वाइट क्लियर अबाउट इट
you have you given acha you are a freelance worker and you're working on what kind of projects? Residential?
या रेसिडेंशियल
Okay, understood. Fair enough. So in your CV, you write down I am working as a freelance project architect. Write whatever is real. Don't write anything like you don't get associations. You are working of your own, and that experience gets counted. Like if you are working, you need to showcase kind of project you have worked on. Again, like पर ज्यादा मत डालना, एक ही डाल दो तो इट्स फेयर ना। बाकी आप अपना अकेडमिक बताओ। कॉम्पिटिशंस जीते हैं, नासा मत डालना कोई भी, प्लीज डोंट पुट योर नासा शीट्स इनटू योर पोर्टफोलियोज। नासा इज नॉट योर ऑथेंटिक कंपटीशन। नासा इज ऑलवेज अ गुड प्रोजेक्ट। एंड आप सोचो आप ही के बैच के नासा के 5 पोर्टफोलियो हो रहे हैं और सबने आपकी शीट उठा के डाली हुई है। सो यू अंडरस्टैंड द सेम काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स इज रोटेटिंग ऑन। People are not interested. Like, I don't know why people even participate in NASA in all those cases. Go with the individual trophies. Go with the individual projects, main and main, right? Or highlights karo if you achieved something. आपने कोई cash जीता है. All those things need to be highlighted in your CV. Your CGPAs need to be highlighted. वो तो marksheets वगैरह तो मांगेंगे ही. Your background is always being checked. How much are you a scorer, kind of thing. Okay, we have one more question. Vartika says, "Sir, I have cleared my seed." Okay, how much is your what do you say rank seed? में बता दो Vartika. So I am from architecture background, but I want to apply in industrial design. Okay, and urban design. So what kind of work should I include my portfolio? Acha. Again, when you say your industrial design and your urban design is totally two different things. Industrial design में सोचो you are on a scale of dustbin, right? आयरन वाली स्केल फॉर एग्जांपल इंडस्ट्रियल व्हाट एन इंडस्ट्रियल डिजाइनर डज लाइक एक आयरन डिजाइन करना एनी प्रोडक्ट दे बेसिकली डील्स विद अ वेरी स्मॉल स्केल एंड व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट अर्बन डिजाइन इट्स टोटली अ अर्बन स्केल लाइक बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स सो आंसरिंग आपका क्वेश्चन में ही अपना आंसर है दैट योर वर्क शुड डिपिक्ट दोस डिफरेंस इन द टू स्केल्स यू अंडरस्टैंड आपका अगर प्रोडक्ट है तो प्रोडक्ट वाले काम ज्यादा आएंगे स्केचेस आएंगे your progress reports आएंगी how you evolve your ideas like आपने अगर people are there like अगर आप NIDs के portfolios check करो online set के portfolios check करो online so you'll find how people used to evolve their progressions ideas and all these part even SPA Bhopal used to publish their portfolios Delhi you don't find anything like online because Delhi is I don't know why I also get a अभी ये सब कि they never showcase like they do ample of work इतना काम करते हैं but तुम्हें कभी बाहर वालों को कभी कुछ दिखेगा ही नहीं they never मतलब टाइम ही नहीं होता किसी के पास प्रेजेंट करने का
So
yeah
the kind of hi sir. So the kind of work I have done in my current where I'm working. So I've done 2-3 competitions
okay
basically both the competitions we won something like one was a Tata Structure Notion of India competition in which we were the top 12 finalists. So in that we had made a structure using steel.
understood
So,
I remember the competition theme also okay
yeah.
okay.
So
what else?
And the second work which I have is was organized by IIA Chhattisgarh chapter. I'm from Chhattisgarh, so that was a square design for a newly formed municipal corporation. So would that be reasonable for your urban design level work?
I mean, Vartika, I think you can understand the scale of your projects, right? So, I mean, if your scale is really on a product minimum, I mean, very, very chota scale, then you can put on to your industrial design wale project. Even I believe it works. Like, I'm okay with it if you put on to various aspects.
Okay.
Just 1 minute, yes. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, so sorry. So
yes,
I think Vartika, what you can do is, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you can do is like आप बिकॉज एसपी में तो आपको एक ही प्रेजेंट करना है, आप ऐसे समझो। एसपी दिल्ली में तो यू नीड टू नॉट टू प्रेजेंट इनटू आई मीन बोथ कोर्सेज के लिए तो आप अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते, राइट? तो यहाँ पे तो आप यू मर्ज, like you give two projects इसके, two projects इसके, which is fine. But when it comes to other SPA, उस केस में आपको you need to distinguish in your portfolio.
Okay, so along with these, like these two submissions and my academic work, I need to present one industrial design related work also for SPA
Like
Delhi.
even I remember I won 3 competitions, same as you. I won Taj Amity Pavilion, then Volume 0 competition, one of it, and one was more by Niti Aayog. So we have 3 to 4 competitions. So in my portfolio, I've totally presented my competitions, then to my few academic project, only one or two. So I mean, every person has a different scoop to present its work. So I mean, you can take quantities according to you. I mean, I can't comment on that, but because I have never seen your work. So I mean, it's better you should have an eye on it. Like which project is really good. You feel like this has a more process in it, more conceptual designs to it. Then you should apply. Your concept should be, if you need to present in industrial design, then you should need to show a concept. I mean that shape evolution, na? Because he needs the faculty needs that evolution of the shapes and designs.
Okay, so that will be sufficient for SP Delhi to apply for both urban design and industrial design.
Enough.
Yeah.
But you can apply only to one. Again, I am saying only to one.
Okay.
Gurucharan, there is a question from Vaishali Gupta. Urban design or urban planning, which is better for job in future?
Nice question.
And there is another question.
So I mean, answering to your question, Vaishali, both are equal. And if you look at to our private jobs, urban planning has a more scope. I mean, planning, when you deal with the urban planning, you become like, you have a wide spectrum. You can be a data analyst, you can be a part of various association, WRI, sites, then to NIUA, various organizations. Urban design, I still, one of my senior has done, and even he has stated the same thing. India में बहुत कम काम हो रहा है. I need to understand my country, how is he working, how people are working towards these aspects. So I mean, if you want to just go for the sake of degree, then you can choose for the urban design. Interest also. I mean, again, you can work on two multiple projects, but thoda struggle I think ज़्यादा होगा as compared to plan. Okay. So we have Kunal. He says, sir, as you told that it's not good about putting on NASA sheets, but I had a question that I was a unit secretary, okay, for my college and worked for NASA 2 years. Okay, got winning results and when can I put win? You can put your winning sheets, but again, Kunal, where is Kunal? Can I have you?
Yes, sir.
Who can speak, at least who can speak and speak now, like I don't ask everyone to write only. Yeah, Kunal. So Kunal, when you like I mean, I don't think it's an individual trophy, right?
Yes, sir.
So again, how are you going to I mean, authenticity पे question आता है सीधा कि आप अपना part present करोगे फिर उस sheet में. You cannot present your friend's work in it.
So then how to be stand out that I was this post?
सीवी में आप लिखते हो ना, आप अपना सीवी में सारा नहीं लिखोगे कि दिस एंड दिस, कि मेरा आई मीन दिस वाज माय अचीवमेंट. आई शो यू माय वन टाइम, आई विल शो यू माय सीवी आल्सो.
Sure, sir.
ठीक है. सो यू राइट डाउन ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. ठीक है.
So this time, like while I was filling the form, it was asking regarding the achievements and interests. So it was kind of a list that we were writing on a Google form. Rather than submitting a PDF, we were writing on a Google form. If we missed out points, then it's gone. No, there's no scope of window of change or something.
No scope. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a thoda
And
challenge.
for regarding the personal interview, I had put it in the chat. Like, do we have a personal interview round?
I think this time they are not conducting, which is a good part. But I believe I mean, it could be a good point, it could be a bad point at the same time. But few courses would be very difficult to go in. Like for example, if there was a personal interview to get into BM is again a big challenge. To get into transportation becomes a very huge challenge. Even to urban planning, even to this urban design, I believe, and most of the courses rather, and these are the hierarchies. Because ऐसा है ना, like you can understand demand and supply वाला aspect. जितना ज्यादा डिमांड होगा उतना ज्यादा एप्लीकेशन होगा और उतना ही कम सीट है, तो मतलब यहाँ पे इसीलिए थोड़ा कंपटीशन बढ़ जाता है.
और किसी की कोई क्वेरी?
Hello, sir. Vishali this side.
क्या वैशाली, yeah, tell me how are you?
Sir, right now I'm in fifth year and doing my internship. So, like, I want to know which profession should I go for? Like, I'm not sure. Like, in till fifth year, हमने थोड़ा थोड़ा हर चीज करी है. But we have
Right,
not a clear image to which profession we should go.
right,
Or
right.
how I should be sure कि ये profession would be perfect for me or I have a full interest in this profession.
Vishali, again, I would like to be brutal over here. Brutal
हाँ.
into in sense like, देखो बहुत मेहनत है, पैसा कम है, मेहनत बहुत ज्यादा है. Let's be very clear. ये भी कोई श्योरिटी नहीं है 2 साल के बाद डूइंग कंप्लीशन ऑफ मास्टर्स मेक्स यू स्टैंड समवेयर. ऐसा है एक्चुअल में फील्ड में, बिकॉज माय फ्रेंड्स आर वर्किंग जिन्होंने 3 साल एक्सपीरियंस कर लिया, एंड मे बी एंड दे सेड कि people used to come completion masters के बाद and still market gives them payment उसी basis पे, like 30 का 35,000 कर देगा, 40,000 कर देगा. So if you look at monetary aspects, तो हमारा country is facing a huge, what you say, repercussions of it, like people are doing, बहुत लोग जा रहे हैं masters में इसी वजह से. So since you are a Vaishali 5th year student, so I strongly ask you to मतलब choose wisely as in मतलब पहले तो interest है, interest मतलब आपको थोड़ा sort करना पड़ेगा. Take a piece of paper, write down सारे subjects, अपनी जर्नी लिखो और उस जर्नी में तुम्हारा आंसर है. लाइक फर्स्ट ईयर में मुझे ये चीज क्लिक किया, सेकंड ईयर में मुझे ये चीज क्लिक किया, थर्ड ईयर में मुझे ये चीज क्लिक किया. जब वो पांचों क्लिक्स को आप कंसाइज करोगे ना, तो आपको वो आंसर वहीं मिल जाएगा.
Okay.
यू
And
राइट.
sir, one more thing, like the situation we are facing right now, कि हमें BR के बाद पता ही नहीं हमारा क्या होगा. We are getting salary 20 to 25. So like,
एग्जैक्टली.
is there benefit of doing masters? Like we are going to spend 2 years again totally, and we are again on that situation after 2 years. Like,
देखो दो ऑप्शन होते हैं. अब जैसे मेरे फ्रेंड्स कर रहे हैं, लाइक माय बैचमेट्स आर डूइंग इनटू लाइक ऑल दिस ये Central Vista wala HCP and all these big firms, they're doing working in with Rajavan and all this part. So even like Sangat has offered us the jobs after an internship, so they have given us 15,000 ka job. अब imagine करो, देखो देश का नंबर 1 वो
yes,
है,
sir.
already recognized, still they are paying you only meagers, मतलब pennies पे आपको रखते हैं. So I mean ये तो challenge है वैशाली, it's surely. ऐसे में तो if you ऑन दैट पेस अगर 1 साल लगा के आप एमबीए की कैट मैट की तैयारी करना चाहते हो तो गो विद इट, डोंट हेजिटेट. अगर आप दिस इज द राइट टाइम इफ यू वांट टू स्विच आल्सो योर प्रोफेशन, आई टोटली सजेस्ट यू टू स्विच. मतलब ऐसा
Okay.
नहीं है कि स्टिकिंग टू इट मेक्स यू ओनली कि मतलब यही चीज अच्छी हो सकती है. अगेन अगर आपको उस ओरिएंटेशन में जाना है, एंड आई एम वेरी रियल टुवर्ड्स इट, लाइक फालतू में फॉल्स होप्स देना नहीं चाहता मैं. इट्स रियली हार्ड, इट्स चैलेंजिंग, इट्स डिफिकल्ट. सोचो अभी मेरी मीटिंग में इस टाइम 35 पीपल आर देयर, एक्सक्लूडिंग अस 33 लोगों को मास्टर्स करना है. यू अंडरस्टैंड.
Yes.
So automatically our country is like more population, more people are there, more students are there. So competition तो है ही. So if you want to apply, let's find other alternates अगर आपको ऐसा करना है. So and अगर आपको within architecture भी रहना है तो within architecture भी, for example, construction management could be a good option security wise पे. सेकेंड अगर आपको अब इनिशियल फेज पे तैयारी करने, एंड मैं अभी भी कहूंगा मास्टर्स में पैशन अगर थोड़ा कम भी देख लोगे और सिक्योरिटीज ज्यादा देख लोगे तो इट कुड बी अ गुड चॉइस.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
सर आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड टू वैशालीज क्वेश्चन कि एक्चुअली हम दोनों क्लासमेट्स ही हैं, तो शुड वी वेट फॉर 1 more year कि अगर अपना इंटरेस्ट देखे कि और किस फील्ड में है या एक्सप्लोर करे, वो ज्यादा अभी आप
अच्छा,
एडवाइस करोगे?
हाँ हाँ, मैं अब शुभम इसका भी आंसर दूं। सोचो यार, तुम एक रेजिडेंशियल कंपनी में कर रहे हो। देखो कंपनी में क्या होगा, अब तुमने 1 साल का एक्सपीरियंस किया, ठीक है, वो कंपनी आपको अपने 5 प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम कराएगी 1 साल, आपको उतने उतने पार्ट में आपको समझ आएगा। ये मिसकंसेप्शंस हैं, ये मिसबिलीफ्स हैं कि लोगों को पर्सपेक्टिव्स बिल्ट होता है। बट हम जिस एज में लाई कर रहे हैं ना, हमें यहाँ बैंडविड्थ भी समझना है कि हमें थोड़ा टारगेट वेव्स में भी जाना है, कि ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। मतलब डूइंग एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ 1 year इज रियली गुड। आई मस्ट नॉट डिफाई विद द फैक्ट कि कुछ होगा, गलत होगा, आपको बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा और आपको शायद मे बी क्लैरिटी ज्यादा मिल भी जाए। बट उस केस में मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि वो क्लैरिटी वो ना हो जो आज ही है। मतलब ऐसा ना हो आज भी आपको वही कोर्स करना था, 1 साल बाद भी आपको वही कोर्स करना था, क्योंकि आपने तो फर्म ही कोई और चूज कर लिया। देन यू लिंक अप योर फर्म्स इन सच अ मैनर दैट आई नीड टू डू अ प्लानिंग। देन अभी मैं कुछ ऐसा करता हूँ कि कहीं पे थोड़ा सा एटलीस्ट मैं प्लानिंग का काम ना करूं, पर मैं प्लानर्स के साथ बैठ जाऊं। यू अंडरस्टैंड माई एस्पेक्ट?
Yes
मतलब
sir, I'm
एटलीस्ट
getting.
आई सिट विद दोस पीपल जो इस प्रोफेशन में है और मुझे उसके बारे में पता चल जाए। चूजिंग आईआईटी रुड़की एज अ जेआरएफ और इंटर्नशिप के लिए वाज नॉट माय, मतलब ऐसा तो पूरा पूरा कंट्री तो उसमें जाता है, पूरे बच्चे तो ये जॉब्स वगैरह के लिए ट्राई करते हैं। आई चूज दिस एज अ जॉब इंटर्नशिप एंड माय टीचर्स टोटली डिनाई विद द फैक्ट कि नहीं जाना चाहिए, गलत हो जाएगा। एंड आई सेड कि मुझे जब आगे अपना फ्यूचर देखना है, मुझे समझना है कि इसमें मास्टर्स करें, तो वहां से मुझे क्लैरिटी हुआ था फ्रॉम वेयर आई गेट इनटू व्हिच कॉलेज आई नीड टू पिच, कौन सा कोर्स, ऐसे ऐसे करके आई गेट इंटरैक्टेड विद द पीपल एंड आई गेट माय पाथ्स क्लियर्ड आउट। यू अंडरस्टूड?
Yes sir, I understand.
So I mean like answering to your question is कि it's fine, like if you go with 1 year 2 years it's completely fine, no delay, मतलब ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो जाएगा, लेट हो जाएगा जल्दी, मे बी कोई बेटर चॉइस ही आपके हाथ में आ जाए और अभी होना भी मुश्किल हो। फ्रेशर स्टेज पे होना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है unless and until you are a good scorer.
Hello.
Yeah, anybody else would like to ask? Let's wrap in next 10 minutes, you guys. I have to leave back to Delhi also.
So, sir, I wanted to ask कि आपके हिसाब से सस्टेनेबल आर्किटेक्चर का कैसा स्कोप है इंडिया में?
है सीसीए बहुत सस्ता कॉलेज है, अगर बहुत फ्री मास्टर्स करनी है तो पिच फॉर सीसीए। एमआर करा देगा आपको 4 कोर्सेज में, और सीसीए में होना भी आसान है, चंडीगढ़ कॉलेज ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर। So and even sustainability ka has a good scope, like even abroad also, like
So if I want to choose between urban design and sustainable architecture, I should go for sustainable, but I want to get in good college and gate के बिना तो अच्छे कॉलेज में मिलेगा ही नहीं सर।
अच्छा कॉलेज, कितने कॉलेज हैं सस्टेनेबल के? I don't remember.
बहुत कम है सर यहाँ पे।
दिल्ली डोंट हैव, भोपाल में है?
नहीं सर, किसी एसपी में आई थिंक है ही नहीं।
एक एसपी में तो था यार,
एसपी विजयवाड़ा में है।
विजयवाड़ा में है यार, ऐसा ना बोलो, विजयवाड़ा में है। देन जामिया आल्सो आई थिंक हैव।
तो इफ आई वांट टू गेट इन अ कॉलेज, कौन सा प्रेफर करना चाहिए मुझे?
विजयवाड़ा। मैं तो कह रहा हूँ यार सीसीए इज गुड, मैं सही में कह रहा हूँ सीसीए बिल्कुल फ्री है, अगर तुम गेट क्लियर भी कर लोगे 12,000 मिल जाएगा। वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड इज स्टडीइंग, लाइक वो एमआर करा रही है बट सीसीए, नॉट इनटू सस्टेनेबल, बट उनका एक सेमेस्टर पूरा सस्टेनेबल पे है। एंड आई थिंक लिविंग इन द चंडीगढ़ जैसा, और शहर कहीं ना कहीं इंपॉर्टेंट है यार, वी टॉक अबाउट सस्टेनेबिलिटी। अगर आप विजयवाड़ा आंध्रा में हो गए, वेयर आर यू फ्रॉम दिव्या?
बीकानेर राजस्थान।
बीकानेर राजस्थान, राइट। सो राजस्थान बच्चा कैसे शिफ्ट होगा आंध्रा में? सो आई मीन लाइक थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है। It's better to go with the Chandigarh rather than do this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.